Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. This is Mufc Realist from Mufc Realist TV. It's Saturday. It's Saturday the 21st, and that means that we are 24 hours away from the showdown at Emirates in London, the classical Arsenal versus Manchester United, the old rivalry of the old. We're talking about Manchester United is back, Arsenal is back, firing in all cylinders, the way it used to be under the Wenger area, under the Sir Alex area. But you know what? 4 months ago, I had Alex the Red Lobster. We did a match preview. That was kind of in the beginning of the season when we had a prediction. We had a little bit of banter and laugh. Alex is my brother from another mother. I'm a Manchester United supporter. He's a devoted Arsenal supporter. And we did a little bit of a banter to say, and you know what? I did a score prediction of 3-1, and guess what happened? It became 3-1. In a way, also, in the show, also we will oversee the the combined 11, the starting 11, the score predictions. I will bring in some call-ins, guest shows. We probably will have Egal from Football Terrace, the legendary optimist, the realist Egal, and some other people from Manchester United agenda and Phil Standish. We'll see. They will come slowly into the backstage. But let's kick on the show and let's enjoy.
What I'm hearing in this is that you are playing fast football, but you're coming actually to a very hostile Old Trafford.
Yeah.
That is on this path of believing with the manager. I think we will slap you with 3-1.
Okay.
You?
Final answer. I think our defense are pretty solid. I don't see ourselves conceding that many goals, but
say it with chest, Alex.
yeah, I think
Go with your heart.
2-2 is my prediction, and I'll be happy to take a point. Point will be a great result for us. Martinelli, yeah. Martinelli is special. This kid. Okay.
Martinelli.
When you got Martinelli and Jesus and Saka on the right, yeah, that's pretty potent.
And he is back. The Red Lobster, Alex Young. How you doing, my friend? Hey, welcome back to the show, mate. Yeah, good.
It's the second show now, isn't it? That I've been on with you. So,
Brothers in red, aren't we?
Yeah, big game tomorrow. Big game. Very, very excited.
Game, yeah. Me too. How excited are you from a scale 1 to 10? Barring it's at a
strong 9, I would say. I would give it a good 9. I mean, when I heard the news that Casemiro was suspended, I mean, I know that obviously you beat us the last time around when you didn't have it.
Yeah, we did. You saw the preview. We did comfortably, mate.
You didn't know? No.
Oh,
come on. Arsenal actually played that. You know what? We lost that game. I don't know how. Most Arsenal fans would agree that although we were disappointed to lose that game, it was, we should never have lost that game. We played really, really well. So it is what it is. Casemiro, no Casemiro. I think Arsenal are confident. I think deep down inside, you're probably a little bit worried that Casemiro is not playing because he's. Would you agree? Your star player this season.
No, I'm just going back what Ten Hag was saying in the interview. He's quite offended, about the question because he's got a plan. Erik Ten Hag always have a plan. But you know what? Ever since that loss for you guys, a lot of things have happened. To be honest, right? I'm stoked and very, very positive about the form Arsenal has been hitting. It proves you that a lot of people were calling from Arteta's head out and Edu and but this is his 4th season in a row, isn't it? And this just proves you that sticking to the manager and backing the manager with the right type of signings brings you fruit. I mean, barring that, a lot of people were calling for his head last year, and this is a total turnaround. How does it feel to be a Gunnar fan at the moment? It's this point of time, comparing to, because we've been kind of in a similar situation, Arsenal and United. We've been let down by our ownership and stuff like that. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's been very common, hasn't it, that many clubs just don't give much. You don't get much of a chance these days. You have bad run of games and you're gone. You don't get given the chance. So I respect the ownership of Arsenal giving to the time, because to be honest, I was even I was a little bit concerned with Arteta. I wasn't exactly like, I didn't want him out, but I didn't see the progress. I was, just kind of in between 50-50 whether I want him in or out. But you know what? Hindsight, 3 years, what he's done. He won the FA Cup. Remember, he won the FA Cup first season. So yeah, kudos. I think it's great. I think he's a testament of stick with your manager. But I think Arteta's special. He's the prodigy of Guardiola. And
I mean, barring what you just said, Alex, what do you think was the most significant, important thing that he did? Was it to get rid of Aubameyang, according to your opinion?
That was. I don't think it was just that. I think it was
just to stamp his authority to say, "Look, I'm the boss here right now."
Yeah. I mean, look, that could have gone both ways, couldn't it? And it ended up being great, a good result. We played and kicked off really well. But I think it's a combination of a few things. One in particular, that we got rid of a lot of deadwood in that team.
Yeah.
That was an issue.
That was similarly what we had at United. We had a lot of deadwood. We still have Phil Jones in the squad.
Yeah, exactly. So you've got a lot of bad apples in the organisation, your club. You need to get rid of them. So we've pretty much done that. I think Rob Holding's probably one of the only few that we probably need to get out the door. Been a pretty interesting transfer window so far with Trossard that we signed. I think we were, I was so stoked with getting this Mudryk guy, but but you pay 90 million. Who knows if he's not. He looks exciting. I'm disappointed. I am very disappointed, but
100 million, I think it was for Mudryk, and why that the player plays in the Ukrainian league, right? It was pretty dodgy to me. It looked like you were getting him over the line. Then, of course, Todd Bowley, the shark, swoops in. And now I see in the articles that they're being investigating for FFP because, technically you only are allowed to give players 5 years contract, but they've been offering to get away with the FFP rule. They've been giving them 7-8 years contract, spreading over the payments, which is absolutely bullshit, right?
Yeah. But I mean, if that's the way to do it, it's the way to do it. That's what clubs do these days.
Shady.
So, shady, very, very shady. Good luck to Chelsea. Actually, what are your thoughts, by the way? When Roman Abramovich deceased, he left the building. Did you not think that Chelsea, that was it, the end of the road for them? There was no way.
I mean, obviously they had a passionate owner that was investing a lot into Chelsea. He was a fan. He was a football person. They robbed him of the club basically by slapping the sanctions on him. We're not allowed to express ourselves about geopolitics in this channel because of the algorithm. But at the end of the day, I raised my eyebrow and to say okay, you robbed the club and they auctioned the club. Who got the money, right? So basically, this is a consortium, the way I see it, led by Todd Bowley and a lot of investors to bought in, and they're going now without any transfer strategy. They're basically looking what Arsenal is doing, who's Arsenal's target, who's United's target, and just go like Ed Woodward did. Yeah, like Ed Woodward did. We can pay over the odds. So this is the reason why I think you lost Mudryk in a way. But slowly, we are on a rebuild, same what you guys are. So that's quite exciting. The thing is that we are building our rebuild on slightly different than you are. Nobody expected us to be in the position where we are now, but we got one of the most exciting track coach managers in Erik ten Hag. Yeah. And boy, I say, you know what? If he wins us a title or trophy this season, I swear to God, if we build a new stadium, we're going to name it Bold Trafford because he's a bold and beautiful man. That's what I'm saying.
All right, take it easy. Yeah, calm down.
Yeah. I'm just going to go to the comment. Noah is saying here, I don't think United can win. They have party. We expect McTominay. What do you reckon, Alex? What do you reckon what Noah is saying? I don't even know if McTominay is going to start. McTominay hasn't been a preferred choice starting for 6 games in a row.
Well, let me just give you my interpretation. So, very similar to when I looked up the team, the team sheet, Arsenal Spurs, man for man, I couldn't really see many Tottenham players getting the Arsenal team. If I'm being honest, apart from Harry Kane, I think one of their centre backs, I forget his name, plays for Argentina. Even that's debatable whether he would be ahead of Saliba. But when I look at Arsenal, Man United, I would say that yeah, I think you've got, Rashford's very strong. He's in great form, so I think he's got to be there. I'm struggling. I did put out the top my 11 combined, but
we'll look at that later, man. But Odegaard for me is dangerous outside. Don't give Odegaard the ball outside the 6-yard box because he's got a lethal foot, right? How many goals has he struck outside the 6-yard box? Pinpoint in the corner. Like, he's dangerous.
He is. And the season before, I think people were questioning whether he was going to be good enough. But yeah, he's a captain for the Arsenal now. I mean, no one would have thought of that. I'm very happy with the Arsenal team. In the end of the day, expectations were to get top 4, and we've really exceeded expectations. So we need fans, anyone that would be listening as an Arsenal fan. I know we're getting carried away. Yeah, we're in a great position. But remember, top 4 was the priority. But we have such a great opportunity to win the league.
Yeah. And this is the difference. Like, you talked to me about the transfer market. You said, the only difference is that Manchester United is a little bit of a financial, shitters. We are looking to sell the club. We're looking to get new owners in, and we're not going to be able to spend, according to reports and what media is saying. There's no money in the coffers to spend to back Ten Hag. Nobody expected us to be, or Arsenal to be, in this position where we are now. Nobody expected Arsenal to be top on the league. So that's what I'm saying is kudos. Nobody expected United to sit 3rd in the league, or even going to 2nd in the league, or even challenging for the title race. But football goes in cycles, the way I see it, right? But the only difference is that your owner and Edo is actually backing your manager by, I don't know, how many signings did you do? 2, right? We got Weghorst on the loan. Hopefully Weghorst will do a job for us, but we need one more midfielder in, and the window is still open until the 31st, 10 more days. So we'll see what happens there.
Yeah, I mean, as you say that you guys are looking to hand over and find a new ownership. So naturally, you're not going to go out and probably spend a huge amount, but you're on the trajectory. You are, in my opinion, I think you're exceeding expectations. I think with the team you've got,
we're way over time.
Since Ronaldo has left Man United, your team has come together. So when you get rid of the Galactico superstar or Aubameyang, that 100%. I think causing issues, maybe a ego in the Man United team. And now I think, look, I respect your manager at the end of the day.
Oh, he's great. You touched the point there. What's very interesting, that Ronaldo was never the problem. We got that in the fan base. Like, I respect the GOAT CR7, like, for everything that he's done. But lately, his game was not on par. His ego was taking over, and the fact that he went and bitched about it at PS Morgan was just the knife in most of our, and what for now? He's playing Sand League in Saudi Arabia, like for 200 quid, 200 million a year or something like that. So, to a point, mate, he was a little bit of a problem, the way I see it, because we had to kind of force feed balls into Ronaldo. So without him, he wasn't even pressing or even doing, so stagnating a little bit in his play. But what you said, since Ronaldo left, we had a 6 run of games wins without Ronaldo. Rashford is firing. He found his form. We're playing as a team, right? We're defending as a team. Our midfield is no longer that McFred donut hole that was under Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. That's fixed with Casemiro. He's arguably one of the best CDMs in the world. He's a warrior, mate. He's a warrior. Of course, Partey is also good, but Partey is a little bit of a hamstring slow. Come on, mate.
Let me tell you something about Thomas Partey. Okay, any Arsenal fan who watches all the games, and I know you don't watch most of the Arsenal games, so Thomas Partey, what he does, he might not be the star show. Like, he doesn't, he's not going to stand out against Odegaard and Martinelli and players like that. But he controls that midfield. He just makes, without, I tell you what, I would say that Thomas Partey is probably the most important Arsenal player, because when you take him out of that team, just completely in that midfield, we're weak. I think he's the most important underrated player. But Casemiro at the same time. Do you know what? Casemiro and Partey in the midfield. Wow.
You imagine Real Madrid looking at it, it's like, why did we get rid of Casemiro? What? For Tuchemini and all this? You know what? Everyone thought he was like, a money merchant to come to United for the money. But you know what? He's shown his worth. Every penny we bought for him. He's such a warrior. It's like 8 out of 10 performance every single game, together with Martinez, by the way, which we're going to touch about. They're just going to go back to the comments. Like Noah has a chat for you, super chat. Arteta do a good job. Ten Hag needs time. 100%, mate. We touched about it, Noah, before that. You need to give managers time, especially with United of the past. We didn't have the patience, similar to Chelsea. Like blame it on the manager, sack the manager, recruit players under the new manager. So at the end of the day, you have a collective squad that doesn't really fit in with the manager. Yeah. So what Erik ten Hag is building now is just amazing. Like, the transformation with each player is like he's put his thought process into the players. Like he's improved Dalot. Whoever thought that Dalot would be a world beater? Like we loaned him out to Milan and stuff like that. We see even Aaron Wan-Bissaka coming back and being, the old spider legs and going forward. Oh my God, he's auditioning to Spider Legs 3. Come on, like Obi-Wan Kenobi, help me. You're my only choice. So listen, I'm not worried about Arsenal in certain sense going to Emirates, except that we don't have Jesse Lingard in the squad to do moonwalk once we score.
Man, that guy apparently was drinking himself to death playing for Man United. He hated it so much. I don't know if you ever saw this documentary on him, but yeah.
Henry's saying here, he's got a Casemiro picture. Love you, Henry. Thank you for contribution. Manchester United 2, Arsenal 1 tomorrow. Mark my words. Brilliant video, Mick. Big up to you, Harry. And, send some love to my brother from another mother, Alex Young, as well. Alex the Red Lobster, what do you reckon about this score prediction?
Well, I think you're the only team that have beaten Arsenal, so fair, on that merit, well done. But I think Arteta will be fired up for this game. All right, boys, we got beaten by Man United. We pretty much, we were all over them. This time, nah. Let's just show them. Let's show them who. Let's show them, who we're all about. All right.
Right. Yes. Speaking about rivalry, my friend, my brother from another mother. Speaking about rivalry, I have a special chat from my own brother, who is a Liverpool supporter. Shame on you, brother. Where are you now? Your mid-table club, Zoran. Come on, trophy yellow is smiling next year. Smiling ERPP. Talk to me next year, mate. Talk to me when you're coming back. Klopp is Kloppish right now. He's where's the mentality monsters, brother? Jog on. No, it's just a banter. Me and my brother, I'm a United supporter. He's a Liverpool supporter. We get along fine. Like you're an Arsenal supporter. But look, mate, I'm gonna bring in Niall James as well. He's in the background. Niall, welcome to the stream, mate. How are you, sir? In the pub.
Hello from the pub. Yeah, all right, guys.
Good evening. Who do you support? Why don't you do a good evening?
Oh, in a pub. Hang on.
Yeah. He's going.
Good evening.
we all got a drink today, haven't we? Hey.
Oh, you're on the red wine at this time.
Oh, why not?
Mate.
I'm in Malaysia at the moment, so I don't know the time difference. But where are you?
All right. Yeah. So you're about 7 hours ahead then, isn't it? Yeah. I'll drink to that, mate.
Yeah. I don't want to make a point, by the way, and just say that I think the times are back. The rivalry, the Arsenal Man United. I'm getting that sense that times are coming back.
No, I mean, I would have a question for you though, as an Arsenal fan regarding that. As an Arsenal fan, come on.
Henry saying, "How are you doing, Niall, dude?"
Yes, Henry, you're
Jackson in the background. Yeah, good.
Yeah.
Hi, Jackson.
You waving?
Hello, little man.
Jackson, what's your score prediction for tomorrow, Jackson?
Yeah, Jackson, do you think Manchester United are going to win or lose tomorrow?
They're gonna lose.
They're gonna lose.
Yeah.
No candy for you, Jackson, tonight.
I told you, he just goes against whatever I want.
We lost him there. He froze.
Mr. Jackson, Mr. Hugh Jackson, the little Hugh Jackson.
No.
Okay. What's the score predictions?
Oh, he's back.
Mine, I think it's going to be 1-1 or 2-2. I think it'll be a draw. Yeah.
Fair. Yeah. I mean, I think it'd probably be a draw. Actually, I think United are going to nick it.
Cheeky draw, eh? Let me see. I have Kalula. I was supposed to have Kalula on the stream as well. She couldn't make it, but she's sending her score prediction. Let's say she did a little bit of video clip. Hang on. Big up Kalula.
Cool.
Yeah. Hang on a second.
Emirates Stadium to go against Arsenal tomorrow, and I'm going to say, in my opinion, it's going to be a bit. Hey guys, it's me, Kalula, and we are away at the Emirates Stadium to go against Arsenal tomorrow. And I'm going to say, in my opinion, it's going to be a bit tough. Now, Eriksen did say that we did it without Casemiro and we can do it again, and I do believe that. But I do think that him getting that second yellow at the Palace game wasn't needed, and I am gutted he won't be there. I do think Arsenal have been playing well at the moment, and we've really got to watch out. So, yeah, I think it's going to be a match where I'm hiding behind a pillow, just waiting to see what happens. My score prediction, I'm going to be positive and go 2-1 to us, but we need to come out there. We need to be strong. I'm really kind of curious of the lineup that Ten Hag's going to play, and I just want us to utilise our skills, but we've got to remember these guys are clear ahead at the top of the league, so we can't let them just kick our ass.
Oh, big up Kalula. Thank you so much. And actually, Kalula is towing the line of my score prediction as well, which I want to give later on. Jackson is predicting what? He's going against his father to say that Arsenal will win. But before we go to the score predictions, anyone can drop the score predictions in the chat below. We will display them on the screen. Let's see. Noah is going to Noah's. I don't expect anything for United, just a draw. And after we will push to win against the mid-table club. Yes. But guess what, Alex? You haven't played City yet. And we played most of the top 6 teams.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, I think we're 5 points ahead with a game in hand. So, it's just so beautifully poised, this Premier League at the moment. I mean, no one thought Arsenal would be doing as well as we are. But there's that feeling that Man City know what they know how to win. They know how to win a Premier League. So I still put Man City favourites to win the league. I still do. But
you still do, yeah.
But I think
do you agree City to win the league, or are you?
Well, I think naturally.
Me.
No,
I think Arsenal's going to win the league.
Noah is saying here his prediction is let's see, 3-3.
Pack it in.
3-3 according to Noah. 3-3 according to Noah. That's a little bit optimist. I am usually Mr. Positive. I don't think it's going to be a scoring high line. I think it's going to be. I'm towing what the person said before. It's going to be a 2-1 or maybe a 2-2 draw. It's going to be tight, I think.
Did you ask who I think is going to win the league, Nick?
Yeah.
I think Arsenal.
You think Arsenal? That'd be something.
Yeah.
I'd rather have Liverpool or Chelsea, because I don't want to see City win another title.
I just wanted to say, I think a lot of Arsenal fans are being a little bit cautious, right? So although I do think
same.
I don't want to say it. You know what I mean? Because Arsenal have always bottled it since 2000. We've just bottled it. Not as bad as Tottenham, of course, but so I'm just being a little bit confident.
Cool. Cool. Listen, people, I have Egal from EGTV and Football Terrace just came in the backstage. The one and only and brilliant Gunnar supporter, the realist, the positive. Mr. Egal, welcome to the stream, sir. How are you? First time to come on Realist TV.
Thank you, man. Honestly, I really do appreciate it. Big up everyone in the chat. Hope everyone is well. Honestly, I was just listening to what you guys are saying. I feel like you guys are being too nice. Let's be honest.
Let's be realistic. Let's go, Egal. Listen, Egal, can I say something? I've been watching some of your content, watching Terry and everyone else, and over the years, you've been Mr. Positive, keeping it together, saying no, back Arteta, back Edu, and everyone was going, "Oh, Arteta out." You were the only one holding the fort up. How do you feel today as an Arsenal supporter? Where are you standing today? What is the feeling?
I'm very happy. I feel like a lot of people can question their manager throughout their reign and when things are going bad. But realistically, if you consistently change everything at your club, every week you want to sack your board, you want to sack your owner, you want to sack this person, you want to sack that person. Constant change is never going to actually do anything good for you. And we've seen
100%.
the most unstable clubs are the clubs that usually change a lot of people behind the scenes. Look at Liverpool; they have no doctors, they have no Michael Edwards gone, and they're going to change their owners. You look at Tottenham constantly changing their managers, and then you have Manchester United when Sir Alex Ferguson left. Look at how much people changed throughout that time. Even Chelsea right now,
pretty much.
Roman left, the whole back room staff all gone. The manager Thomas Tuchel gone, and look at the stability of those clubs. So I feel like the best way to build a club is to have consistency.
Are you there, Egal? Or is it frozen? Yeah, he's back. He's a little bit frozen. Yeah, you're back, Egal. Yeah, you said something about Sir Alex. Yeah,
I think the best way to go is to have consistency from throughout the whole squad, from the players to the manager to the people running the club. They all have to be there for a certain amount of time to get their vision across. You can't just come in and fluke a win and win everything in the first couple of years of becoming a manager at a club.
Alex, do you agree with what Egal is saying? I mean, you've been a Arsenal faithful since birth.
Absolutely. Because I mean, as you say, like a majority of clubs, it's proven that so many managers, they just get sacked. They don't get given a chance. I mean, Chelsea are a little bit of an anomaly because I think the perception over the last few years is that they're ruthless. They'll get rid of a manager, they'll put someone in, and that Tuchel guy, he won the Champions League. So I think Chelsea have actually succeeded in many ways. But yeah, like this, the norm is you've got to stick. You got to give your manager a chance. I was on the fence with Arteta. I wasn't sure whether it was going to work out, but my God, what he's done. I think at least like 95% of the Arsenal fans probably are, Arteta in. And I think it's just a perfect template, really, what he's done. And, it just shows. Now, I don't know, like, how much social media has to do with the fact that because there's so much pressure on these managers. It wasn't like that back in the day. Yeah, I think you got to give your manager a 100%, chance, at least 2-3 years. But I'm
gonna ask Egal the same question I asked you. Egal, what do you think the most significant thing Arteta has done since he came to the club?
Get rid of bad characters. Aubameyang, get rid of Ozil, get rid of Mustafi, get rid of Kolasinac, get rid of all the egos out of the squad, and have full control over who leaves the squad. People who come in, he can't really control because the club needs to sell players and make money for those players. If you wanted to bring in the best players in the world, you might not be able to do that. But one thing you can control is who leaves the club. And just similar to how Ten Hag got rid of Ronaldo, the best thing he did was get rid of the bad egos from this club. And it just made things better. And it showed to everybody in the whole dressing room, you could be gone in an instant.
Yeah.
You need to be on your job.
Gone in 30 seconds, like Aubameyang went like this, right? So Aubameyang was the big problem. Like, he went to Barcelona, didn't work out. He came back to Chelsea, doesn't even work out there either. So, I mean, you're flying right now. Who do you think is the most improved player under Arteta per se? I mean, I would say Saka, because Saka was on his way out.
Granit Xhaka. You could talk about Granit Xhaka. You could talk about so many other players, but it definitely has to be Granit Xhaka. Has to be the main focus on the player who has changed the most because he's adding goals to his game. He is somebody who went from being criticized heavily by all the fans to being loved and being one of the staples. He's the leader in this dressing room. He's the best
100%,
player.
100%.
And
I'm gonna go to Niall. Yeah, sorry.
And that's what I was going to say.
Sorry. Niall, I'm going to, what's your take on, I know you're in the pub, a little bit noisy, so I kind of muted you while you were speaking, but, how do you see the game on Emirates now when we don't have Jesse Lingard to do moonwalk, right? So how do you think this is going to pan out? Do you think Erik ten Hag has a plan against Arteta, the brilliant-minded coach? Two coaches going ahead, like, one is schooled under the Pep. Actually, both are schooled under the Pep.
Yeah. I don't think there's much of a master plan. I mean, probably the one thing he could do different is to put Martinez into Casemiro's role, using Luke Shaw at left centre back. But then that would mean Bruno's out on the right with Eriksen as the number 10 to try and open the game up a bit. But if he's just going standard and we're using McTominay or Fred, then I think we'll probably try and go the same way we did last time we played them, try and hit them on the break. Or we could just go all out like we did against Tottenham and just try and rattle them. But like I said, I think it'll be a draw anyway. It'll be a very tight game, tough game.
It will be. I think so.
I mean, I would like to ask the two Arsenal fans before I leave, because obviously Arsenal are in the position that they're in now. And I do think you're probably there one season earlier than you expected to be challenging for a title. But do you worry that with the likes of Newcastle City, Liverpool potentially getting investment or being bought, Manchester United potentially being bought, Chelsea with Bowley, do you think you would be able to financially compete with us in the future? Like, you're on a good run now, but...
Let me stop you right there. First things first, financially compete. We are already competing with the most teams. We had no Europe. We had no Champions League, no Europa League. We still spent the most money in the Premier League. So financially, I'm not worried about competing. What the thing you should be worried about is we have the youngest team in the league, average age around 25 or something like that. Yes, we just signed Trossard, which made it a little bit older, but this team is only getting better. We currently have a squad where our best players are 22, Odegaard, Saka, 21. You look at the oldest person in our starting 11 that's doing well is Thomas Partey, and he's like 29. So this is not this is not an old squad. We could be doing this for the next 4 to 5 years. What makes you think money is going to make you bridge the gap of the quality that we currently have and the quality we can add in the future? So I think you're looking at it the wrong way. It's not about the owners. It's not about the money. It's always been about who's running the club and who's running it well. Because Manchester United, you guys have spent more money than every single team in this league. Your club, when you had Cristiano Ronaldo, had the highest wage in the world football, and you're still terrible. So it doesn't mean anything.
I'm not saying it from the United point of view, but with Newcastle and stuff, there's a lot of competition now with big oil money. So that's why I just wanted your opinion on it, because I've never spoken to Arsenal fans about it. And I agree, the team that you've got is there for the next 8 years at least.
Right.
So
Alex,
I hope he can compete, because it'll make it more interesting.
Alex,
well, I think you just got to look at the situation with Chelsea, as an example, right? I mean, they did us over with Mudryk, but Arsenal did. It seems like we had a plan B. Are we going to go and spend 90 million with a guy from Ukraine? We don't know. Yeah, maybe he will be a superstar. Arsenal, a great proposition. We're a North London team. I think people want to play for Arteta. I think they've got something special going on. So it's not just a case of throwing all how much money you got. I think it's a combination of many things. It's like, this is a place I want to, I want to go to. I see what's going on. I see the plan. I see the vision. And it's, of course, money does dictate in many ways, but Arsenal got money. Arsenal have a lot of money. Like we have spent, we what did we spend? 80 million with Pepe, 70 something million. So we'll go out and we'll spend a lot of money, but I think it's fair enough that we have a strategy and that we don't go and start paying stupendous amounts of money.
Silly money, no.
Now look what we've done in the transfer window now. We've just gone and bought Trossard, which I think he's going to sit in with our team.
Trossard is a good player, and it's all about getting bodies in right now to the end of the season. That's why I was
players with the money. Yeah. With the money we're going to get Mudryk, we're going to sign 3 players and potentially 4. We could get a midfielder for another 25-30 million. That's 4 players for 100 million euros. That's the same 100 million euros.
Exactly.
And we need a midfielder too, Niall.
Exactly. Can I just say regarding the Trossard transfer, I think it's overpaid given the circumstances, but what a signing for you to get in a title charge. Premier League proven, can hit the ground running. Brilliant bit of business, even though you may have overpaid with him being out of contract. But great signing.
Great signing, I agree.
He's scored a hat trick against Liverpool. He turns up against the top 5. I think we, it's a great signing. I think it's a really, really good signing. I think when Jesus comes back as well, I think we get Declan Rice. I think we're after Declan Rice if we can get him as the successor for Thomas Partey, because they're all coming on now. You've got Xhaka 29. I think Xhaka's 29. You got Partey at like 30. So I think Declan Rice fits in perfectly. If we get him and maybe a world-class striker, we're pretty much there. And I think we did all that succession planning last year when we went out and bought. And, it was debatable. We went and bought, Ramsdale. We bought Ben White. Question marks.
Yeah, question marks. Yeah. People call him Ben White, slagging off Ben Shite. I remember that. But Ben White has been a brilliant defender together with Saliba. The way I watched Arsenal, and what I'm trying to say, I grew up watching the Wenger era versus the Sir Alex, and there was the Invisibles. Now I call you the A trains, right? Because your strategy is to play heavy metal football, the first 20 minutes, 15 minutes, just swamp, go 200 miles an hour, just attack until people are capitulate, get 1-2 fast goals in, and this is the major. This is the trait that I see Arsenal's playing very fearful, that you play with no fear, mate, So, yeah, I'm a little bit worried going to Emirates, to be honest, right? I am. But, going back to the lineup in certain sense, Egal, how do you think Arteta will actually...
need to question that.
All right.
I don't know if you know, Arsenal, we don't change our lineup. Our lineup is predictable. The only thing that changes... Zinchenko, if he's injured, Tierney comes in. If this person's injured, that person comes in. That's the only time we change our lineup. At this moment in time, we have, I think, what Liverpool had a couple years ago, where you have such a consistent team and you just play it every week. Saka's going to be playing on the right, Martinelli on the left. Whoever's fit is going to be up top. Zinchenko, Jesus, or Eddie Nketiah, Tierney or Thing, whoever's ready. And if we're playing a really, really good right winger, then you put in Tomiyasu in the left wing. That's the left back. That's the only time we did that against Mo Salah. And since then, he hasn't recovered. But mostly, what I'm going to say is
very predictable. Yeah,
I feel like every single week our lineup is the most predictable lineup in the league.
No, it's good. It's good. But the thing is, what people are talking about is your young squad. You don't have squad depth. Somebody mentioned in the chat before that Liverpool and City has squad depth. That's not true. No, I agree with you. And the same thing goes with United. Especially with the United fan base, they go, "Oh, we don't have any players," but actually we do have a lot of good players that has improved under Erik ten Hag. Players, they know the system. They learned Erik ten Hag's system how to play. So, whenever he does the substitutes, Fred can do a job, Scott McTominay can do a job, Harry Maguire can do a job. It's all about keeping injury free. And I'm keep saying that whoever hits the run of form, forget about the points tally before the World Cup. It's now it starts, it's now it starts, which is the exciting bit. If you keep injury free, if you keep winning against the top 6 and the mid table, lower table, taking scrappy points, that is what wins you the league as a win. As a form, as a team, and playing as a whole team, defending and playing as a team. Now, what do you reckon about the overall, excitement for tomorrow? Do you reckon we will go toe to toe? Do you think we will sit back? Do you think Martinez will play as a CDM in case of Casemiro missing? No, I'm saying denial there.
I'd like to see Casemiro, Martinez in the Casemiro position. People have called it out, saying, "Well, he's never played there before." Well, Luke Shaw never played at centre back before until a few games ago as well. So it doesn't mean it's not going to work. But whether he'll do that or not, I don't know. All I know is it's going to be a tight game. It'll be entertaining. I'm not as confident as I was before the Palace game. They didn't show up that game, so that means we will this game. But I've got to get off. So I just want to say to Egal and Alex, nice to meet you. Best of luck tomorrow. We're all going to enjoy it, and may the best team win or draw. I think it'll be a draw, but
let the best team win. See you, mate.
Cheers, nice to meet you.
So Egal, you're over in London to watch the game, right? So I think you live in Canada, if I'm correct, right? Or
no, I live in the UK.
You live in UK. Why did I get you were from Canada? Who told me that?
I'm born in Canada. I lived there my whole entire life.
That's it. Cool. So
you're
going to the
clarity now that we can actually hear. I think there was something going on.
I'm trying to go to the game.
The pub, yeah.
No guarantee I get tickets at this point.
Yeah.
Let's be honest.
Yeah. Hey, Egal, can I ask you a question? When you think of the Man United team, are you scared of their team? Like, do you think like, oh no, like, because I don't get very excited about the team.
We have the best home record. We could face Real Madrid right now at home. I'll feel a level of confidence. I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't fear Manchester United. I feel like Casemiro being injured, we have more control of the game. The situation is going to be where I feel like Granit Xhaka is gonna pull off a long shot. De Gea has not been his best in the last couple of games. He made some silly mistakes. And when it comes to the overall team, their attack doesn't worry me at all. I look at Rashford; he's the only person who stopped Rashford.
We are a little bit thin there. Like, we don't really know if Martial's going to start. We got Weghorst in,
and Weghorst,
but we do have Rashford. But if you stop Rashford, you stop United in a way. But we don't also have this young Garnacho prospect. I don't know. It's going to be a tight game.
Can I just say, like, that's why you signed.
Anything. What is a prospect going to do for you in this game when you're 2-0 down against a coach and we can just sit back comfortably? Like, if we score early, it's going to be a long night, and I expect us to score early. I expect us to come fast, and I think it's going to be the game's going to be over within the first 30-40 minutes.
You reckon? This is the Arteta style of football, what I identified. Like, he goes heavy metal, right? The first 20 minutes.
It's heavy metal. It's more controlled than heavy metal. Heavy metal is a lot more
speed. Yeah, okay. I would say German speed techno, like let's go. No, but it's impressive, like, and the person that frightens me most is Martin Odegaard, to be honest, the Norwegian Viking. Sure. Don't give the ball to Martin Odegaard outside the 6 yard box, because he will ping it, right? So. But should we look at the lineup? You say it's not going to change, but I still got to go over Manchester United lineup, if you don't mind.
No, go ahead.
All right then. So Alex has been so nice to combine his 11, right? So you guys saying nothing has changed for Arsenal. Alex, explain to me your logic and reasoning for the picking.
It's pretty straightforward logic, to be honest. Ramsdale clearly is the goalkeeper for us. White's been phenomenal right back. Saliba's instrumental in defence, partnering up with Gabriel. Yeah, Zinchenko gets ahead of Tierney. Tierney's a great option to come on. Partey's revolutionising the midfield. With Saka playing a little bit further ahead. And Odegaard pulling the strings. Saka smashing it on the right, and Martinelli's been a little bit, he's come off a little bit, I would say, in the last 3 or 4 games. But maybe he's going to smash it tomorrow. Nketiah, I'm still, there really isn't any other options other than putting him up front. I think Trossard would be. I think he would be the natural replacement, maybe, if Nketiah doesn't do it. This is what I like Trossard, because I think he's quite versatile, so he could come on for various different attacking plays. So that's my lineup.
Okay, Egal, you agree? Pretty much spot on.
Same, isn't it?
Say no more.
Agree. Nothing changes in that team. And by the way, if we were doing a combined 11, only one player from your team gets into that team.
Oh, come on, man. Let me do my 11 first, and then we can talk combined. Okay, so guys, I know it's Emirates. I know we don't have Jesse Lingard to do moonwalking. I know we don't have Casemiro, but I'm confident that Erik ten Hag has weapons, and we've seen he likes a left-footed centre backs like Lisandro Martinez, who everyone was slagging to be a hobbit, but he's turned out to be a butcher, and he's our butcher, by the way. Which you guys wanted to buy over in the summer as well, but you didn't get him. We got him. Woohoo! That's it. But I think that for sure, David De Gea has been in scintillating form. He's the best shot stopper in the league at the moment. A lot of people have been criticizing him for having bad distribution, but he's actually improved his distribution. So De Gea is in form. I think we will see from United's side that Malacia, the pitbull on the bone, will take on Luke Shaw's role as a left back. I see that Luke Shaw will take on Martinez's role as a left-sided centre-back, alongside with Royce Varane, of course. And let's talk about Wan-Bissaka. Wan-Bissaka was ruled out by the majority of United fan base. This just proven with a little bit of a mental guidance from his coach, a little bit of an application, and he's back to his form. He's going forward. He's arguably the best defender in the league, like on 1v1 defending. So I think that would.
Oh, what are you talking about?
Come on, man. It's my 11.
No, I'm not talking about your 11. That is the most ridiculous statement I've ever heard in my life. The best 1v1 defender.
Yeah, as a right back.
He's a recovery tackle merchant. He doesn't actually do good defensively 1v1. 1v1 defenders that are good, they don't let somebody pass them. They stay in front of them and they take the ball.
Yeah, I was just referring to his first season with United. Nobody was passing him. He pocketed Sterling. He was just immense, like Spider Legs. They gave him the name Spider Legs, and that's why I'm saying he's coming back, right?
What's with these Man United fans? Seriously, they're delusional.
Come on,
Ricky, have you seen Van Dijk when he was unstoppable? That is when you can't get past somebody. Wan-Bissaka was dribbled past more times than any right back that season. The thing he did was he recovered the ball 10 times more than any other player in his position. His whole game plan was to say, walk past me so I can tackle you.
Yeah, man. But the thing is, what I'm trying to say, that he's, he was actually on the transfer list. Now he's actually doing a great job and he's coming back. So Dalot has,
I agree with that.
Yeah, so that's cool. So what I'm thinking in terms of the midfield, I see that Martinez will take on the CDM role, right? Yeah, that's the weapon. Perhaps. I don't see McTominay. If McTominay starts, we're screwed. That's what I'm saying. So I can see that Martinez, he's been playing as a CDM under Erik ten Hag before in Ajax. I see Eriksen's playing there together with Bruno. Rashford, of course, natural on the left, hitting you on the pace. That's going to be a nice matchup. If Martial is fit, definitely Martial will start the first 45 minutes. If he's not fit enough, then we see Weghorst coming in. But Anthony, Anthony will probably start. 100 million reasons why he will start. But, it's going to be quite interesting. Anyway, the lineup that I'm giving is never accurate, because Erik ten Hag is so unpredictable. Like, how many times we've done this stream and thought this is the starting 11 and we can't with the surprise. So at the end of the day, what matters is that we have a fantastic lineup and a matchup. So where do you guys see like this going, head to head? Like, how do you see like Martinelli clashing against who would it be now from my side? Yeah, Martinelli.
I'm telling you right now, Malacia is going to retire after this game. Saka is going to absolutely ruin him. Luke Shaw, if you think Luke Shaw, Malacia, and Wan-Bissaka and Martinez are going to be able to defend against us in set pieces, either Gabriel or Saliba are going to score a set piece goal, because we just have giants. The only person you have is Varane. Manchester United used to be a team full of basketball players. Where's your height gone?
It's gone.
I think you could be in serious trouble, if I'm being honest with you. I don't want to get carried away and be like, oh yeah, we're going to do you 3-0. But really, on paper, we should be doing you 3-0, 2-3-0.
Okay.
Alex, you look at that team, the midfield of Bruno, Eriksen, and Martinez. If he plays that, you are finished. He has to play Scott McTominay or Fred.
Or Fred, yeah. And this is for debate. Like, this was my lineup. At the end of the day, I don't know what Erik ten Hag is going to line up with, but whatever he puts on, I trust.
But let me just say one thing, right? We know, we know that Man United team between you and I, Egal, we know that's not. We're way beyond that, but Man United somehow are just like miraculous. Look what the result that they got against Man City. They can do that, and they're defying the odds. They do that, so that's why there's a little bit of a hesitation that Man United somehow can get a result, but really, Arsenal. We should be beating them 2-3-0.
I cannot lie. Of course, I'm nervous. Casemiro was always a risk when losing him is a little bit of losing a little bit of confidence within the team, because he's been the don, like the registrar in the back. So for me, that losing him makes me
I said it could be 8-2.
But then again, we played without, but you cannot, in September, he wasn't playing in the team. But again, this is a totally different, beast that we're playing now. Like, we both has progressed under the managers, and we both playing really good football. So all I care about is see good entertainment football, like on tomorrow. So I wish I could be there. Like, I wish you all the best experience, Egal. Like, it's going to be electric probably. In terms of your score prediction, what do you reckon? What's going to be? Like,
3-0. Easy win. Reason being, everything I've already said. And I just feel like we get an early lead. You guys capitulate and we score. The difference between the last game and this game, both Casemiro and Partey were out last game. This time, you guys are the one at the disadvantage, and we're the one at the advantage because we have the full strength team and we're at home. Understand that you guys have the advantage every time we go to Old Trafford. We currently have the advantage every time we come to the Emirates. You haven't beaten us in the Emirates in a couple of years now. And finally, I'm just going to say this. Granit Xhaka is going to score. He loves to score against Manchester United in a game at home. He's beaten David De Gea from a long-distance shot numerous times. Granit Xhaka is going to score a long-distance goal. Odegaard's going to probably assist a couple goals, get involved. And then I feel like we could even get a set-piece goal if you play a short lineup.
My man. Rest in peace, mate. Rest in peace.
No, I would just say that, dude, I put my money on Granit Xhaka on a red card, mate. Boom, boom, shakalaka, boom.
Who's our weakest link, Egal? Like, if we're to strengthen our team,
One second, Ruby, what are you talking about? Granit Xhaka red card, like as if
no, but it's when the games matters. Like, I'm just bantering. Like, okay, so if push comes to shove, like, he's got a little bit of temper. He will give us he will give our boys a little bit of bollocking. Of course, I've seen him red carded before, so I'm just like, maybe from a rivalry perspective, I hope, like, Granit Xhaka will get a red card, like, but at the end of the day, what I'm saying is I want to see good, entertaining football, and I think we will going to see it, mate.
I think if anyone's going to get a red card, it's probably like Fred or something, because you guys are not going to have the ball at all. I don't think Arsenal's going to have so much control of the game that there's not going to be any reason to be upset. You physically won't have the ball. You'll have the ball maybe for 30 minutes, 30 seconds, 30% of the time. The rest of the 60-something% is going to go to Arsenal. Let's be honest. At home, Alex can tell you, we don't concede the ball. Even though Newcastle was a draw, that was a game where they only had the ball and they had to be quick with their transitions. And if you guys are going to try to be quick with your transitions, Rashford could potentially get a goal. But at best, Rashford gets one goal. And you're lucky if you leave with anything.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I'm going to just stay on my last point because I got to make a move.
I
don't like all these Man United fans going, "Oh, we're back," and like that rival with Arsenal. I don't think Man United are. I don't think they're on the level. They're not a top. I don't see them as a top 4 team. Honestly, I'd put maybe slide to debatable Tottenham. I just don't think. I don't think you're quite. I think you're still probably maybe a year to 2 years away from saying that that rivalry's back.
Well, in a point, like, I personally never expected us to be in this position. Like, to get top 4 is a bonus for me this year. This year was all about the rebuild, like, to build an image of the new manager's squad, let him build his squad, right? Then, of course, we got the Glazers out protest. Of course, we are getting sold, those kind of things. So for me, it's more important to get the new owners and back the manager for the next couple of transfer windows away. I say that we are 1 or 2 transfer windows away to have a squad that resembles the image of the manager. It's like painting a Picasso picture. Like you slap on some paint here and there, like you see what gels and doesn't work, what sticks and doesn't stick. So for me, like, even if we ended up in top 4 or, win a trophy, that's just a bonus for me, to be honest. Like, as a Manchester United fan, I'm just glad that we are back playing good football. We're not playing under pragmatic football anymore. I'm glad that the Arsenal is also playing good football anymore. And the old rivalry, between Arsenal and United is back. But of course, if I have to say my score prediction, I am a little bit nervous, Egal. I'm a little bit nervous, Alex. But I think that it might be a draw, like a 2-2, or as a Patriot United supporter, I will go in on 2-1 United. Just
we'll hold your hand, mate. Don't worry.
Boom.
But Noel made a good point, didn't he? Well, he made a point that, you know, what are you worried that Newcastle, all these clubs are going to be smashing cash? But when you think about it, like Liverpool, did they, you know, they didn't spend ridiculous amounts, did they, when they won the Champions League, they won the league? You know, I think it's you do need to spend, but I just don't think you need to. I think you just need to be very strategic and clever with your signings, because Man United over the last 3 years got rid of all these managers, and they've actually spent a lot of money, loads of money.
Yeah.
So it does. It just shows that spending all that money is clearly not the answer, is it?
It's like Richard Arnold said in the interview, we burned through 1 billion of cash and nothing to show for. He's absolutely spot on, right? This is what Todd Bowley is doing right now with Chelsea. Like, you know, he's just throwing money. Like, you know, it's not a strategy. It's just, it doesn't work. And the era of Galacticos are over, according to my opinion as well. So, you know, you got to be witty in the recruitment market. You got to look at the league, grassroots, bring in the likes of Enzo Fernandez in early, like, you know, instead of bringing him for 100 million, 120 million, right? Which is the release clause. You know, who was it? Like Benfica bought him over for what, 11 million or something, like ridiculous sum of money from the grassroots leagues. And now they want like 120 million. This is ridiculous. This is where the recruitment should go. Like, you know, this is what Edu should look at. This is what our recruitment department should also look at. Like, you know, not to go for the clear and obvious. But anyway, guys, Egal, thank you for coming on, man. You know, and I really wish you a great experience at the Emirates tomorrow. I know you're going to the game. Us, unfortunately, I'm in Thailand at the moment, so I'm like, you know, 6 hours ahead, mate. So, you know, it's going to be 3 a.m. in the morning watching the game. It's for me relentless. We're playing 3 games in a week, like midweek. We both are in cups, right? We are in the Emirates. We are in the FA Cup. We're playing the Europa League. So for me, streaming 3 days a week is going to be relentless. 3 a.m. in the morning. But listen, guys, have a fantastic match experience. Let us see what happens. Egal, if you don't mind, we can do a post reaction. You know, I will take the L if we lose, and but big up all of you. Big up and enjoy.
Great to meet you, man. Meet you, and may the best team win.
All the best, guys. All the best.
Right.
May the best team win, right?
Follow me on Twitter, man.
Guys, like and subscribe. Egal, where can they find you? The socials, everyone knows where Egal can find you. Where can they find you, Egal? On
just
Twitter,
look up Egal Talks
YouTube.
Football. You can find me on Twitter and on at GTV Egal also.
Yeah. By the way, like I don't often do these videos, but I'm a diehard Arsenal fan. So I mean, ever you guys want to bring me on, more than happy to have a chat. It's been a pleasure.
Yeah, he's a diehard Arsenal supporter. He's my brother from another mother. Right, guys. Alhamdulillah. Thank you so much. God bless you all. Be nice to each other in socials and enjoy the game. That's what we're here for. This is Mick Ruby, Realist TV. Like and subscribe. Ciao, guys.
Bye.
Bye.